Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Truth and Easy. It's your boy Truth.
It's your boy Eazy.
And today we're going to talk about our top 3 Drake projects of all time. So when it comes to Drake, I mean, I don't know about Eazy now, but I'm still a fan.
It was hard for me to pick a top 3. It's how do you sift through all that trash? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
I used to be a very, very big Drake fan.
Yeah.
Like especially back in high school, like Drake was definitely like one of my most played artists. I just love Drake in high school. And I feel like he's still making music for like
the high schoolers.
School. Yeah, and it's just like, bro, like
you need to evolve your shit.
Yeah, like I feel like
gotta switch it up.
Yeah, for the most part, it's just like because I used to relate to a lot of like his singing shit and stuff, and I was like,
definitely.
I felt that, but like, damn, like I feel like his shit hasn't evolved it. But then like when we talked about making a top 3 Drake project, out or a top 3 Drake project video, I started thinking back on his music, and even though like I don't necessarily relate to it as much anymore. Like I still go back to that music and I enjoy it.
Yeah.
So I just think he's just making worse music now. Overall, it's not just like talking about the same subject matter that I've been used to. I just think that the music he's just been making recently since Views has just been not good, or not very good, I would say.
Mediocre.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about our top 3 Drake projects, and I feel like this is going to be a very interesting video because we have 2 differing opinions. Again, he's still a Drake fan. Me, I'm pretty much over him, and so he can prove me wrong. Essentially, just been very disappointed in my man Drake, and like I feel like when I hate on an artist, people are always like, "Damn man, why are you such a hater?" But like the thing is, like every artist that like I have a disdain for is because like I used to be such a big fan, like with Logic, for example, or any other like the artist that I just roast or whatever for
strongly
memes
agree
or whatever
with that one.
Is like I used to be such a big fan, and to see them go down a direction that I don't like anymore, I mean it hurts. Like granted, like do whatever you want to do. Like Drake is more successful than ever, Logic more successful than ever. Wish them all the best. They're great dudes, but like just as a fan of music, I don't feel the same anymore.
I understand. So for the top 3 Drake projects of all time, I'm gonna start off with number 3, and I gotta go with Take Care.
Okay.
A lot of people, Drake fans, maybe not so Drake fans, will probably say Take Care is like his best album.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of people
already
would say that.
Dubbing it a classic. Yeah, when it first came out, I was sold because Take Care, you know, with this album, pretty much the album title, he took care of it. Like the debut album, Thank Me Later.
Took care of it. Huh?
Oh my God, we're not gonna get into that shit. Drake felt like when he came out with Thank Me Later, it was a little rushed. So with his second album, he wanted to just like take his time with it and just let it all come together.
Mm-hmm.
So it was November 15th, 2011, he drops Take Care. He actually had to push it back. He was supposed to drop it on his birthday, but due to sample clearances, you know how that goes, they had to push it back. This album's laced with like 21, 22?
A lot
of tracks. But I feel like with this album, there's definitely like a lot of filler tracks that he definitely could have just taken off and just made it like a 13, 15 track album.
Okay.
Some of my favorite songs on this album would include Cameras, Good Ones Go. I don't know why, but that one is definitely like one of my favorite ones.
Good Ones Go?
Yeah. Cameras, Good Ones Go.
I really like that. I don't hate it, but I don't like the first half. But Good Ones Go is really good.
Yo, that first one just slaps. Underground Kings, you got Lord Knows, you got Marvin's Room, which was like a fucking massive hit.
Yeah.
Like I remember
a lot of people would still call that his best song he's ever made.
Yeah, that's true. Number 2, I want to go with If You're Reading This Is Too Late.
Okay.
If You're Reading This Too Late, it came out literally out of nowhere. Wintertime, 2015. I'm waking up early morning, Twitter's blowing up, just talking about yo, Drake dropped an album. Drake dropped an album. I go on Apple Music, and it's right there. If you're reading this, it's too late. When I first seen the album title, I honestly thought it was too late and that I couldn't listen to this shit because like I know a lot of people stayed up till midnight waiting to get this mixtape.
I still remember like because it was released like free. But
yeah, exactly.
During the middle of people listening to it, the album just got cut off and they couldn't listen to it no more. And they're like, well, what the fuck? So yeah, that sucks for those people. But when
it comes to if you're reading this is too late, this is the Drake project that I wanted for the longest time because you know how I feel when it comes to Drake. Oh, he's singing too much. You know, he's flip-flopping from rapping, singing. And yeah, this one, he does have his slow tracks. Like he has Jungle, he has Now and Forever. But this project right here, he's strictly spitting. He's strictly rapping. And I appreciated that to the fullest. Yeah. You know? And my number one Drake album is Nothing Was the Same.
Okay.
Nothing Was the Same for me has 0 skips.
I wouldn't say that.
And I would probably say 305 in My City is like the only song that I'll probably like, I can care less about it. Let me skip. But other than that, tracks 1 through 13 plus the 2 bonus tracks come through All Me. There's no skips. You know, this one was just like an evolution of Drake from Take Care to Nothing Was the Same. Nothing Was the Same. It came out back in 2013. And when I first listened to it, I'm like, this ain't it. Like, how do you go from Take Care, which at the time, people obviously probably still think this is his best album, go from that to this? Nothing Was the Same. Like, the lead single was Started From the Bottom. And a lot of people were like heavily criticizing Drake, like, guy, you didn't start from the bottom. You came from Degrassi. You an actor. Like, you had it well when you was growing up. So like, I don't know how you could come up with a song talking about you started from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? But then he drops Just Hold On, We're Going Home. And I'm like, oh my God, like, why? Yeah. But eventually, like, it grew on me. And then like listening to the album over and over again, I'm like, you know, this is actually really solid. So when it comes to his projects, that's how I rank them from 3 to 1.
You mentioned what the fuck that song you just mentioned?
Just Hold On?
No, the one before that.
Started From the Bottom.
Started From the Bottom. That never. I'm gonna defend Drake here, which is not something you see me do very often. But like, it's not like he put in 0 work to get on to Degrassi. It's not like he put in 0 work to transition from Degrassi to the biggest hip hop star in the world. Do you honestly think if any other like child fucking star on like a Nickelodeon show could transition into the biggest hip hop star in the world? No, like,
nah, I agree.
No, like, I think the started from the bottom thing and saying that Drake didn't start from the bottom is just stupid because like the bottom is obviously different for most people, but there was a point where Drake was a nobody and now he's the biggest megastar in the universe. So like, he clearly put in some amount of work.
And like, don't get me wrong with that song, like it slaps. Like I still bump that shit, and like seeing him in concert a few months ago, like that was one of the first songs that he performed and it was lit. So yeah. I definitely love that song.
So my top 3 Drake projects. Coming in at number 3, we have Nothing Was the Same.
Okay.
I think this is one of Drake's best albums, and it's no coincidence that one of my favorite Drake projects is also one of his shortest. I think Drake is an artist that likes to pad out his albums a lot, and we've seen this with all of his recent projects.
More Life, Scorpion, Views,
like all these songs, like 45 tracks and shit. I'm just like, bro, stop this, please. Like, just make it a normal album length. But I understand, got to get those sales. Like, do your thing, King. Get your pool bigger, bitch. Like, do what you want to do. But Nothing Was the Same, I feel like, is one of Drake's most like cohesive projects, and like
exactly,
it's like it's more like packed full with stuff as opposed to like feeling like very stretched out. Like I could put on Nothing Was the Same and listen to it front to back and like feel like, you know, pretty good and sustained, whereas like by like the 75% waypoint through on another Drake project, I might be like, damn, like I still got more to listen to.
What are some of your favorite tracks of Nothing Was the Same?
I really like Come Through. I still
the bonus track.
I still like that song like
I mean,
a lot.
Regardless, it's still a song, but yeah, wow, like, I'm shocked.
I definitely really like that song. I really like the intro track,
Tuscan Leather.
I really, really love that song to this day. I think that's one of Drake's like best intros.
Agree.
And I don't know, I just really like Wu-Tang Forever. I remember the first time I heard Wu-Tang Forever, and like everybody was criticizing it because it was like, where the fuck is the Wu-Tang Clan? Like you ain't even got no like.
And that pisses me off too, because like he makes a song, he doesn't have it, but then Logic has the audacity to make the same song name, and he has the whole gang with him.
I mean, Logic did that, and Drake didn't. Like, I don't know what you want, bro. But hey, man, Nothing Was the Same. Definitely, I think a highlight in Drake's career. Coming in at number 2, we have, if you're reading this, I think this is, again, similarly, just not even the fact that like it's like short or anything, because I don't even think this project is that short.
It's pretty long.
Yeah, so I just think that like it has Drake performing at some of his highest ever. Like I just think that this is just packed full with great performances, great rapping. And like even the slow songs like Jungle, I fucking love that song, Now and Forever. It is a Kid Cudi ripoff, but like I'll let it slide, whatever. I don't know, man. Like I just think that this song is very strong. To this day, Legend is still one of my favorite songs off this thing. I really, really love that song. I feel like the first like 4 or 5 songs or whatever, just like damn, like back to back, just like
slap after slap.
He just kept going at it. I just don't think that there's a song on here that I can think of off the top of my head that I don't like. One song that I really warmed up to and I really like,
Madonna.
The like the flow of that song and everything, like oh man, I love the feeling of that song.
The very first video that we made for Truth and Eazy was If You're Reading This Is Too Late, and that was your bottom 3 right there, Madonna. And I was like, I can't put that because like for some reason like that song it just works.
Yeah, I really, really ended up sticking to that song. I'm glad you really like it. And then my number 1 Drake project. Are you ready?
I don't know.
So Far Gone. I think Drake still to this day has not made a better project than So Far Gone. I just think that this is everything like mixed into one, and it's mixed like perfectly in my opinion. I think this has the best Drake rapping like ever. You know what I mean? I just think overall this album is just or project rather, it just works.
Yeah.
Even the Say You Will remix that he has, Say What's Real, I always loved that song. Successful, always loved that song.
Houston Land of Vegas,
like just, and that song he has with that girl, Little bit. I've always loved that song,
that
bro.
song.
So like I just think creatively, like Drake has never sounded this creative.
He was on another level, and this was like the debut project. Like he dropped a couple projects before that, but this is the one that had him like busting through the door like, hey, I'm here.
Like I've just never seen him tackle so many different like sounds before, at least when he wasn't just wearing a new ethnicity or race attached to him, which is just the corniest thing of all fucking time. But with this, like this is just like he just taking creative pulls from like so many different areas, and man, I really love this song or this album, and I think a lot of people are going to notice that Take Care is not even in my top 3. I think that album has aged horribly. I'm not gonna lie. I think that album sounds very dated, and even a lot of the songs that you were mentioning, like Underground Kings, I think sounds completely horrible. Like there's some songs on that album that I think have aged well, like Lord Knows. I think Look What You've Done.
I forgot about Hypher.
Oh shit! Well, what album was that on?
That's Take Care.
Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like Take Care just has too many fucking songs. It doesn't know what it wants to be. I just think there's so much fluff in there. Take Care to me is far from a classic. In fact, I think the only classic project Drake has is So Far Gone. I think everything else, like, is just not to that standard of deserving to be called a classic. Now, with that being said, I still think that Drake is a legend, and I think that the work Drake has done, because there was a very long period of time where Drake didn't have any misses, man. Like, he was hitting, like, ever since he dropped, like, So Far Gone, like, every guest feature, every song, every project was great, at least for its time. And, like, and I respect that, you know, like, I'm not delusional. I can respect the fact that Drake is a legend in this rap game, and you know, I salute him. I might not be the biggest fan now, but I will say, like, he's put in work. He's paid his dues. He's done his shit. So I respect that. But in my opinion, I think Take Care does not deserve classic credibility. I think it is aged like pretty damn bad. Whereas I still feel like So Far Gone, for example, which was made even before that project, I can still listen to it today, and I think it sounds great. So yeah, that's my take on it.
What do you think was Drake's like downfall? When did you like realize like the decline in his career?
I can pinpoint it to the song Summer 16.
Oh, I thought you would say Hotline Bling.
Nah, like
Summer 16.
I don't know what it is, but right around that time,
January 2016,
I was just like,
and we was listening to that too when it first came out on OVO Sound Radio.
Yep. And I remember it was then when I was just like I liked Summer 16, but I believe it was very shortly after.
Yeah.
He was doing some questionable things. That's why I really liked If You're Reading This, because I was like, oh shit, like, this is nice. But very shortly after, I was just like, this is not.
I'm actually very surprised. I mean, when Summer 16 first came out, of course, you know, at the time you was big on Drake, so first time listening to it, we were just like, holy shit, what the fuck? You know, because like he's taking shots at Meek Mill, you know, but then Meek Mill, that same day, he drops Warpaint, like pretty much responding directly to that song, you know, and Summer 16, it was like, it kind of fell short, and we were hoping that wasn't the lead single to Views. But I can see why you would pinpoint that song to be like the decline in Drake, because after that, that's when Views drops, and that was like I wouldn't say a flop, but it was like a big disappointment after dropping If You're Reading This.
Yeah, like, to me, it was just a steep drop off. Like, I don't know how, because Drake says that the beef with Meek Mill made him like not want to
try to play it safe.
Yeah, and almost. I was just like, I don't know how you can say that when you fucking murdered him. Like, how do you not get like the most confidence ever off of literally slaughtering Meek Mill publicly and humiliating him? How do you go from that to being too scared to rap? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't. I agree.
But yeah, Views was completely horrible. Like, I'll say this. In my opinion, while I don't like Views or More Life, I don't necessarily think the music was bad. Unimaginative, a little bit boring and bland, sure. But I don't think that there was bad music there. I just think that there was too much of it. And again, it wasn't very creative or anything like that. I truly and honestly believe with Scorpion, this is the first time in Drake's entire career where he has just made awful music. Like, there are songs on Scorpion that are inexcusable to be released to the public.
Name them.
Ratchet Happy Birthday is by far and away a disgrace. Like, that is a stain on your career as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
And then there's that one song, the one that ends side A.
Oh my fucking God. Like, yes.
Is There More is Dude, honestly embarrassing.
Listening to Is There More is just, it hurts.
Yes.
It really hurts. Like, I don't understand why Drake would even put that out. You know, Is There More? I was thinking it was going to be like a good transition to side B.
Yeah.
but it was just 4 minutes of trash. The only part of that song that I really like is the Aaliyah sample at the end. That's all I like.
And speaking of side B, I think side B is like just majorly trash as well. Like
when it first came out, I honestly thought there was no point of having a side B.
Yeah.
Like he should have just kept it to himself. And of course, there's a few songs on side B, you know, that stick out and they're good, you know, but like overall, I honestly just don't think he should have put that out. Side B. There was no point.
I agree. But yeah, that's just my take on Drake, I guess.
How about, all right, one more question. And it might be a tough one because I believe we talked about it yesterday, but could you pinpoint like your favorite, like your top Drake track of all time?
My favorite Drake song of all time? Oh shit.
Because I remember like when Drake was like first coming out, probably like after like Take Care, you know, and like everyone's asking me, because like I was big on Drake, everyone knew about it, asking me, oh, what's your favorite Drake track? And it's like, I mean, it's kind of hard because like at the time, you know, he was very consistent, hit after hit after hit. So it's kind of difficult to decide.
It'd have to be between Successful, Say What's Real, or Fear.
All right, flip a coin though.
I can't decide.
Honestly, for me, it's Paris More Music.
That's a very good
Paris More Music
choice.
And it turned into Aston Martin music for Rick Ross's album, Ross's song. I don't know why, but when Paris More Music came out, like this was rookie Drake, you know, and listening to it, you know, he had the chorus and then he had like a full verse, and you know, this was just him just pretty much like telling the game like I'm here. And this is only the beginning. Yeah. And he even said like, I'm 23 and I'm dealing with a midlife crisis. I'm like, holy shit. You know, like you are a young buck in the game. You're feeling that way. And then he's talking about like how he has his Grammy speech written already. Yeah. Because he hasn't hit the pinnacles that he plans to reach. It's just like, you know, Drake was the man at that time. And like he was a rookie, and when he said he's a rookie in the vet, you know, it's true, you know. So
there you go.
Paris More Music is definitely like my top Drake song of all time.
Hey, there it is. I mean, I don't feel like strongly about it. Like I probably have to think more, but
because I had that shit like on repeat at one point. Like it was like summertime 2010, 2011. Like I just be up in my room and just have my headphones on, and like I would just bump that song like nonstop, and I would not get tired of it.
Hey man, like I wish I felt that strongly about a Drake song, but like there are songs that I think that are genuinely like good and maybe even great from him, but I don't feel like as strongly about any of his songs. I would say this, that for a very long time off of Take Care, actually, Look What You've Done was like if you would have asked me in like 2012, that would have been like my favorite Drake song, because in 2012 I was going through a lot personally. Yeah. And like that song is just like very just like real, and like I don't know, like the chorus when it's like, look what you've done to me or for me or whatever, and I was just like, damn, like I felt that shit. So.
I feel the same way about that song too, and
that song used to make me cry every time I listened to it.
Kind of like Too Much. Yeah. Nothing Was the Same.
I relate to that song a lot too.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are our top 3 Drake projects. Leave yours in the comment section down below. Let us know. It's been your boy Eazy.
It's been your boy Truth.
Follow our links in the description to all our various social media accounts, and we'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.
Peace.